on the latest episode of The Traitors, because the majority of the group won themselves shields, only a select amount of people can be murdered. The people up for the chopping block is Maya, Freddie, Jake, and Charlotte. I feel like I may have forgotten someone. I think maybe Kaz was up on the chopping block, but I can't remember. Either way, he's not up for consideration. Basically, the remaining traitors, Mina and Linda, have decided to narrow it down to Maya, Freddie, or Charlotte. Personally, I would have just got rid of Jake. Like I said, I don't get at the beginning the whole, oh, if I get rid of this person, I'm going to look suspicious. Just get rid of them and fight at the round table, because you were fighting the last week anyway. I feel like from a traitor's perspective, I would have got Jake out, and I would have advocated for Jake even if I was Mina, just because like when people start guessing things right, it's only a matter of time before they're onto you. So I personally, if I was Mina, would have advocated for them to get rid of Jake and maybe try to convince Linda that this could be a good choice. But, Linda seemed to be uncomfortable with that. So maybe, she decided not to push for that, because then Linda might get suspicious of Mina. But personally, I would have brought up Jake and said maybe it's better just to get rid of him, because what's going to happen is that he's just going to get more people to share the same opinions as him as the weeks go on. But anyway, Jake is off the table. That's who I would have picked. But out of the three, they're all really good options. Personally, I think it would be a waste to get rid of Maya, simply because everybody is sure that she is a faithful now. But if they do get rid of Maya, then they could pin it on Freddie. So actually, I do take that back. They could pin it on Freddie. Maybe it's my bias because I want Maya to stay. But yeah, that actually could be a good move. To get rid of Maya, pin it on Freddie. But I don't think they should get rid of Freddie. I think they should keep him. But Charlotte could be another good option, simply because so many people are suspicious of her anyway. And who does she vote for? Kaz. Get rid of Charlotte, people are even more suspicious of Kaz. Kaz gets banished. He reveals that he's a faithful. Everybody's in disarray. And I think if that's what happens, then it might take the heat off Linda. Because that's the only thing people were going off of, is that how does she know that he's 100% faithful? But they think that he is a traitor. So they feel like they are traitors in cahoots. So if they get rid of Kaz and he gets revealed to be a faithful, then maybe that takes some of the heat off Linda. But I just feel like Jake will come back and be like, well, you knew that he was 100% sure a faithful is because you're a traitor. So maybe once Kaz reveals himself, then they should murder Jake. That's if everything goes to plan. But I'm really excited to see what happens in the next episode. I feel like this is going to be very interesting to see what plays out, who gets murdered, and what's the knock-on effect. Now, my strategy as a faithful, after getting a traitor out, I probably would be taking a back seat and just following the crowd. That would be my strategy, because right now, who would be my suspicion? Actually, Linda would be my suspicion. So maybe I might try... Actually, I take that back. I think I would still be suspicious of Linda, but I think I would fall back and see what happens at the round table, because I feel like if everybody's onto Kaz, I would follow the group and vote for Kaz and then come to Linda at a later point. But I got to hear from you guys. If you were a contestant on The Traitors, what would be your strategy for the next episode?